Good morning. My name is Markiss Stone, and I'm the host of the Daily Dose, and would like to welcome you to the next day of your new life. That's right. See, we all have the same 24 hours in a day. What will you do with yours today on this beautiful July 12th, 2019? Happy birthday to my beautiful wife, mucho besos. I hope you like the cake that I got you. This is the year of consistency and the third quarter of the triple threat. That's right, focusing on the family, career, and getting rid of this last little couple of inches of dad bod, baby. But I know somebody needs that daily dose of positivity, inspiration, motivation, education, relaxation, and all the antidotes that your boy be popping out. But in order for every single one of them to get it, I saw a surfer dude out there in California. I saw a skater dude somewhere out there as well too. I saw some dude trying to kick push on a skateboard and he needed his antidote. I went to New York City, and I saw somebody on the Brooklyn Bridge that needed that antidote. But in order for them to get it, I need all of you doses to help me do my favorite thing on the count of three. 1, 2, 3. Hulk smash the share button, smash it like you're hitting the X button on the PlayStation controller when you're trying to get Chun-Li legs to go or E-Honda to go smash it just like that, because today's topic is going to be fire. At least I think so, but I'm a little bit biased, so that's just me. Are you guys feeling the energy this morning? It's 6:30. Did you just wake up? Are you getting the crust out of your eye? I hadn't seen Nikki Budge's name in there, so somebody tag Nikki Budge and say, Nikki, get the crust out of your eye. Let's go on the dose, baby. I hope you guys are feeling fine, because I am. So let's go ahead and kick the show off. So what was this, about 9-10 months ago? September, I walked to my house where I live now, and I walked into the patio, and I had this scenery right here, and it was all starting to come along together, and I was like, oh, it's happening. It's about to happen, man. I've been almost a long time without a house, and it's all starting to come together. And I took a gaze at this site right here, and I was like, yes, they hadn't finished painting it yet or whatever, the columns at least. But it was all starting to come together. And when I walked out on my patio, I saw this right here, and I said, this is going to be like my safe haven. This is going to be my relaxation spot. Well, I will tell you, as of yesterday, 9 or 10 months later, that's what we looking like now. I'm telling you, I was out there all night. It took me almost 3 weeks to get this thing painted and get all this stuff together, because you got to do multiple. I ended up buying the wrong type of paint. I bought a water-based paint instead of an oil-based paint. See, I take all the failures and the lumps, so you guys, in case y'all want to do something, I take all the lumps to give y'all the secret sauce so y'all can do it right the first time. But man, you know, I only had an opportunity to work on this like Thursdays and Sundays, because, you know, that's my off days and stuff. But between rain and a death in the family and all that kind of stuff, it took me almost a month to get this thing to look like this. And I'm so proud. I stayed out here all night long. All night. I know I'm the only person that started singing that when I come out. Anyway, today's topic, I want to go ahead and get right into it. It's called Talk to Strangers. And I have a very important question. And this was inspired by, I don't know if you saw on my Facebook timeline, but I met these lovely people the other day when I was out to lunch, and we had an amazing conversation. And these people were complete strangers. They were complete strangers. So my question to you is, were our parents right or were our parents wrong? You know, and I want you guys to answer that. Let me know what you think. The reason that I propose this question is because you remember growing up, our parents was like, don't talk to strangers. Stranger danger. Stay away from them. Don't accept rides from strangers. Dude, it's 2019. That's all we do all day long. We send all these random people, random Facebook friend requests. We talk to these random people that we never met before in our entire life on the internet. We call up some dude. I'm sorry, we don't even call them. We download some app on our phone, and we're just like, okay, I need to go to the grocery store. Okay, I got to go to work. Hey, I got to drive 50 minutes around town. Hey, I got to get from this airport to this hotel. And we just literally take out our phone and boop. Next thing you know, some random stranger is just picking us up and driving us somewhere. We never met this person before. So was our parents right? Were they right when they said don't talk to strangers? Were they right when they said don't take rides from strangers? Now, I need you guys to be smart about this too, because I know there's going to be 5 or 10% of y'all out there like, no, still don't do it. Do you watch the news? Crazy stuff goes down. Talking to strangers. Nope, I avoided at all contact. Listen, don't make the minority the majority. I know that there's some crazy people out there that do crazy things and stuff like that, but please do me a favor. Don't make the minority the majority. So take my advice, and I say talk to strangers because some amazing things happen. And when we get into the antidote, I'm going to tell you why you should. But before you do, there's some people that crept in through the back door. Lyric, tell them what to do.
Smash the share button.
That's right. If you came fast and be late, at least hit that share button and beast it up. Beast up the share button. Beef it up. Make it juicy. Make it hot. Make the people that want to watch this video put a title in it to let them know what's going on. So let's go ahead and get into the antidote.
The antidote is a medicine taken or given to counteract a particular poison. Now, Marcus, it's 6:30 a.m. on the Eastern Time Zone. The dose house is starting to get filled to capacity with people who want that antidote. I think it's time to refill some prescriptions. Hit them with the antidote.
I was reading some of the comments for you guys. Paul Vilka said, you get stranger. I love my doses. You guys are awesome. Yes, as kids, stranger danger. My daughter's such an extrovert, though. She's just like her dad. Well, she's 12 now, but let me tell you, man, when she was like 5, 6, 7, I promise you, man, if that dude would have rolled up in the van with a, hey, little girl, you want some candy? She, yeah, I want some candy. Like, she just talks to anybody just like her dad. But yes, I'm talking about as an adult. I'm not talking about children. The antidote and the doses for grown-ups. So, all right, let's get into the reasons. Number one reason that you should talk to strangers is because we need more human interaction. All we do is this. Yep. That's all we do. We need more human interaction. Our faces are buried in our phones all the time. You know what's going on while we're doing this, or this. We are missing out. Our vision is blurred. Our vision is blocked. We can't see everything because we're so distracted doing this. Human interaction. It's a beautiful thing. Some of you have not tried it. Oh, I'm an introvert. Shut up. Just shut up, introvert. Go meet some people. Don't nobody care about your introvert. Go have a conversation with somebody. It feels good. Like Tony had that song. Y'all know music gets stuck in my mind all the time. It feels good to actually talk to human beings. There's a difference between how many times have you sent a message to somebody and it was perceived different than the way you sent it. And they're like, oh, I didn't mean it like that. Well, you sent it through text. I didn't know how to take it. There's a difference between black and white text and human interaction. You can't tell somebody's emotional state. You can't see somebody's facial expression in the way that they're saying something. So you have no other way to determine how to interpret it but to interpret it the way that you want to. Human interaction is necessary. Get you some in your life, introvert. I don't care about them. Go talk to somebody. It can change your life. You never even know. Number two, it helps us evolve as humans. Man, this is the secret sauce right here. That is the real secret sauce. A big part of the reason that I started the Daily Dose is because we need to evolve on this planet. I had this conversation with somebody yesterday. The biggest problems that we have as human beings is a lack of understanding each other. You want to know why? And it's because of one or two reasons. The lack of communication or miscommunication. So many people we live in a judgmental world. You guys already know. Can I get some likes, hearts, and loves on that? Whether you want to admit it or not, we are all judgmental people. We see something and we judge it immediately. We have our thoughts that formulate in our head. We create our opinions based off of experiences and what we've seen. And we base those things off of not having an actual conversation with the person. So we are left to assume. And we know what the first three letters of assume is. Hee-haw, hee-haw. You guys get where I'm going. Have a conversation with people so we can start evolving as humans. There is so much negativity on social media. You know, election time is about to start coming up. So you're going to have all this East Coast versus West Coast beef with Biggie and Tupac and all that. Y'all know I'm talking about like presidential candidates and stuff for the people in the back of the room that don't get it, that can't read between the lines. We're going to have all this diversity online. Y'all been Facebook friends for the last 3-4 years. And everything's been fantastic. And all of a sudden, y'all about to ruin y'all little relationship because this person like Trump and this person like whoever's running for the other side of the party. And you should go left and you should go right. And this is why you shouldn't listen to the Democrats. And this is why the Republican sucks. Come on, man. Don't ruin your relationship over some crap like that. Come on. We come too far. We didn't come this far to get this far to start getting rid of relationships because of what somebody's political preference or some other crap is, have a conversation with somebody. Let me tell you something that I did a while ago, just as an experiment. I don't know if this was during a presidential election campaign or whether this was during like the George Zimmerman trial. But this was during a time where there was a lot of animosity, chaos, tension on social media. And I decided to have a conversation with a stranger that had an opposing view. We started in the comments section, and then we transitioned into adding each other as a friend and talking directly in the inbox to each other. We actually had an intelligent conversation. We actually expressed our viewpoints. We actually talked to listen to each other as opposed to rebuttal. We tried to understand each other's perspective, and we came out with a nice mutual understanding that at that point we were going to have to agree just to disagree. However, we understood each other's viewpoint just a little bit more. So if I had not had that conversation, I would have formed another opinion. So I highly encourage you we need to evolve as human. That person now has respect for somebody because he actually said it. He respects me more, not knowing me and knowing my perspective now, as opposed to thinking that I was having a conversation based off of ignorance. That's how we evolve. That's how we communicate with each other. That's how we develop an understanding for one another, by actual having human interaction. Now, I know that wasn't in person, but that's part of the point because, again, we live in a digital world and you're not just going to walk up and down the street and say, hey, stranger, how's it going? Who are you voting for? Hey, stranger, do you like me? I know you're not going to do that, but start some of that online as well, too, because, again, we're about to have these stupid campaign going and there's a lot of idiots out there. But anyway, let's go ahead and get to number 3. You never know. You never know. You never know who you may talk to. You never know who may change your life. You just never, ever, ever know. You never know. Now, again, this is what's utmost important. What I do not want you guys to do is I don't want you to make the minority the majority. Do I know that there are crazy people out there? Yeah. If the guy's sitting over there on the bench and he's talking to himself a million miles an hour, rock and roll, rock and roll, rock and roll, rock and roll, you don't want to talk to that guy. I'm pretty sure just moonwalk your way out of that situation. If you're walking towards him and you see something that's a little bit off, use your intuition real quick. That might not be the stranger that you want to talk to. Use your intelligence. What I'm saying is pick and choose your battles. But you just never know. You may walk into the person that may save your life, that may help your career, that may just do something fantastic for you. That might be the person that's paying it forward that day. You may be the recipient of something amazing. You never know unless you had a conversation with them. I'll tell you about another quick story. This person was a stranger, and I used to work at a restaurant. I used to work at Outback Steakhouse, right? Now, if you're an average or a normal server, your job is to pretty much do this. Walk up to them, find out if they've been here before, take their order, figure out what they want, make sure their drinks stay filled up, bring them their food on time, make sure it's right, make sure they're, well taken care of it, they don't need anything, give them a bill, they pay the bill down. Now, that's if you're normal and average, right? So when I was a server, ain't nothing average or normal about me. I got to be Markiss. This was a long time ago anyway. But I actually sat down with my customers and I actually had conversations with them. I actually got to know them. I told them about me. I was trying to establish a relationship with them at the restaurant. And what's crazy is because of it, I had a lot of customers actually come back and ask for me. And I even had a hater host as well too. Like, Markiss' section is busy right now. He's got 4 tables. And people were like, I'll wait. That's the effect you got on people, but that's not the moral of the story. I sat down and I talked to this lady. It was a one-top, meaning it was just her. I sat down and talked to this lady and talked to her and talked to her and talked to her. Knew nothing about her. It was like on a Wednesday or something like that, so it was slow. I sat down and communicated with her. I got to know her. She got to know me. And at the end, when I was walking back to go get something for her, maybe a drink or something, she asked me, she had a checkbook in her hand, and she says, how do you spell your first name? And I saw a 5 right there. And it was, she just ordered a little sirloin steak and a Coke or Pepsi or something like that. The bill couldn't have been more than like $12, $13. So I was like, oh, this lady's sweet. She's writing me a check, so I told her how to spell my name. I come back from getting a drink, and the lady says, hey, I wanted to say that you're one of the most amazing servers I ever had. And every year, this is my husband's death anniversary, I do something nice for somebody. You have completely inspired me, and you've helped me to grow as a person. So here's a check to go towards your college tuition. And I said, oh, this lady's so nice, giving me $5 to go towards my college tuition. Bless your heart. You are so sweet. I appreciate you. I go back and I open it. I turn the corner in the back and I open it, and it was a $500 check. True story. Paul Vazika is the proprietor at Outback Steakhouse in Champaign, Illinois. All right, he was at least until a year ago. He's the only person I knew to validate that's still working there. But a true story, the lady gave me $500 because I had a conversation with her. I didn't do anything extraordinary. I didn't do anything extravagant. All I did was communicate with the lady. We had human interaction, and I made her feel some sort of way to the point where she gave me $500. Here's a little quick extra story, little caveat to that. About 3 months later, she came back, and this guy had her. He wasn't that great of a server. And I was like, hey, man, that lady at your table, that's the lady that gave me the $500. You should have saw this guy. He's like a big muscle-bound guy. Shouldn't be serving anyway. Like, restaurant industry wasn't for him. You should have just seen him. He's like just, deep voice and just big guy. And you should have seen him all, can I get you another Coke? Are you okay, ma'am? Would you like some more something? Like, he was just trying to be so sweet, right? She gave him like $3. He was pissed off. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to the stranger danger checklist. Number 1, it's because we need to have more human interactions. It's necessary. You develop different emotions. You understand people a little bit better, and the feeling that you get is uncanny. You can't match it to anything. Number 2, it helps us evolve as humans. We have to get to know one another for the better. We have to listen to one another, not for the sake of listening to rebuttal or trying to convince somebody to understand your viewpoint. You do it so that you can have a better understanding of somebody else's perspective, and they can give you a viewpoint to see the way that they formulate their opinions, and you understand them and get to know people better. It helps out a whole lot. And last but not least, number 3, you just never know. You just never know. Why not? Pick and choose your battles wisely. Like I said, you don't want to talk to the dude that's like rock and roll, rock and roll, rock and roll, rock and roll. You might not want to talk to the guy. Well, who knows? Maybe you do. Who knows? I don't know. Take a risk sometime. Diane Uselag was pouncing on me yesterday telling me to take risks. I see you. I know you're watching on the replay because it's early. If you guys want to always get your antidote, make sure you head on over to my YouTube channel. Head on over to it. Subscribe. I need to get my subs up, y'all. Can y'all do me a favor? I'm actually about to type it in the comment section right now. So if y'all can please just do me a tiny favor and just hit that link. You always make sure you get your antidote that way, man. It's a whole bunch of them on there. If you're catching this on the replay, just go ahead and type in Markiss Stone. Hit the subscribe button. Bang the notification bell with your Thor hammer so you can always know if I go live, because I know some of y'all ain't always on Facebook. But the best way to catch me is live, 6:30 a.m. Eastern Time Zone, Monday through Friday. Get the antidote live, baby. Get with the Dose House tribe. We are phenomenal. Hit the like button, hit the following button, and hit see first so you can always get the antidote. Check out the outro.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Thank you so much for tuning in to the Daily Dose. I hope you got your antidote today. Your daily dose of positivity, inspiration, and motivation. Check me out every Monday through Friday, 6:30 a.m. Eastern Time Zone on Facebook Live. And don't forget to Hulk smash that share button.
I love y'all. I do what I do from the heart. And I don't expect nothing in return. I'm just here to make my family smile and inspire the world at the same time. I hope y'all have a fantastic weekend. I'll see y'all on Monday. Peace.